The body count continues.
Happy New Year, everybody. It's
Happy New Year.
2026.
We made it. Just barely.
Same shit, different year.
Same shit, different Tuesday. How long has it been actually? It's like, has it been 2 weeks or 3 weeks when we actually post this episode? I forget.
I don't know. I'm still in that confusing period between Christmas and New Year's, and I know New Year's is past now, but I'm still on
Yeah.
vacation from work, so I'm just very muddy about where I am and what year it is, and
It's like a weird limbo between Christmas and New
it
Year's.
is. I'm also like full of
I didn't know what was
turkey
going on.
and chocolate and baked goods, so everything is very hazy.
I had my turkey dinner at my girlfriend's family's house.
Yes, I know.
And then I fell asleep on the sofa.
No effort.
That was my Christmas day.
You don't cook, you don't do shit. You just show up. I hate you.
Yeah, but it's only one day a year. Like the rest of the year, I'm working hard, you know?
You're working. The hard part is debatable. You watch movies at work. Let's calm down.
Hey, TMI, they might be listening.
All right. Well, in the spirit of 2025 coming to an end, we are going to be talking about our top 5 and our bottom 5 of 2025. Jesus Christ, that rhymes. A lot of it rhymes. My brain hurts. Anyways.
Yeah. Don't
So
hurt
yeah,
yourself. Don't overthink it.
we've each compiled our 5 favorite and 5 least favorite movies of 2025, which I think we're both kind of on the same page. We both kind of found the year to be mid for horror,
Yeah,
which
it
I
was
know is
okay.
a very controversial opinion. But look, there's quite a few movies that we enjoyed, but more of them kind of left us feeling underwhelmed. What can we say?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Definitely this year I felt a little more out of step with everyone else in terms of how much I liked the movies. I thought it was, I could say it was okay. It
I
wasn't the
think
best. I think 2023 was really good.
I think part of the problem is the hype.
We're in the hype era for sure. Overhype maybe, definitely.
The number one movie that comes to my mind is Weapons. Everybody
Yeah,
lost their fucking collective minds over this movie. And up until the third act, I was really just kind of bored.
yeah, the third act's where it gets a little crazy, I guess. Not as crazy as people made out, I think, but the rest of the time it kind of plods along and I didn't really like the characters.
Everybody's begging for backstory on Gladys.
Apparently it's happening.
I don't need it. She's a great character. This is something else that I'm struggling with now is whenever like a movie does really well, everybody wants more like backstory. For a movie like Weapons, just leave it be. Why can't you just leave well enough alone?
Yeah, what's wrong with a little bit of ambiguity? People want a
Same with
Weapons
Sinners,
prequel, they want a Sinners sequel.
right? Like more Sinners. No, I
We will be
love that
talking
movie.
about Sinners
We
later.
will, because it's on both of our top 5. I
Damn,
loved that
spoiler.
movie.
You could have
Yeah.
baited people into thinking it was going to be in our bottom 5.
All right, I'll put
But
it
you
in my
spoiled it
bottom
now.
5 just for a little controversy.
Cancelled.
No, listen, it's one of my favorite movies of the year. I've rewatched it multiple times, and I don't want anything else. I don't want a sequel. I don't want a prequel. I don't want a fucking requel. What else is there? I don't want any of it. And I
Remake.
guess it speaks to the way we just consume. John Carpenter was onto something.
What did he
But
say?
have you not seen They Live?
Oh, I thought you were referencing a quotation.
Some movies are just so inherently special that they should be left alone.
Yeah.
But since I've kind of spoiled my list, I'll hand it off to you. What are your top 5 of 2025?
Okay, we're starting out on top. Let's go.
I'm a bottom, so yeah, go for it.
Probably my most controversial one. It's Heart Eyes.
Ooh, that's your number 5?
Yeah, that's my number 5, yeah. I know people like to shit on this one, but to me, it's just a fun, silly slasher movie. Had Devon Sawa in it. Like, it was just up my street, what can I say? I like the kills. I mean, there's some bad CGI, but like, it was fun.
I don't disagree with you. I guess I shouldn't spoil my list, so I won't like get too much into it. But I really enjoyed it, and I don't understand the hate. I agree with everything you said. It's just fun.
Yeah,
And
and sometimes
Valentine's
that's all
Day
you need.
slasher.
Like, yeah, it's got a nice theme. It's kind of classic in that sense. And it's enough to get into my top 5, what can I say?
No, that's fair. I'm
What's your,
I'm I'm with you so far. I'm waiting for the opportunity to criticize.
hell yeah. I don't know. I think you might actually like all my five, but maybe my bottom five we can disagree on something. I don't know.
I'm gonna find something to argue with you about, so
Yeah.
it's fine. What
You want
what is your number 4?
four is Match.
Ooh,
To be Barbarian, as people like to call it, but whatever. I liked it more than Barbarian, to be honest. It's very gross, very just a crazy movie, and like it never lets up. I forget how long it is, maybe 90 minutes or whatever, but I was never
but it's
bored.
action-packed from start to finish.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
so entertained. The characters are all really quirky and funny, and yeah, it kind of digs into Hatchet's pockets a bit with the killer design, but even that I'm fine with.
it does, but who cares? I agree, it's not on my top 5.
It
I'm
didn't
actually
quite make it.
shocked to see a Tubi original on your top 5, but, this is definitely my favorite Tubi original.
Yeah,
Like,
hands down.
hands down, the mousetrap on the guy's dick,
Poor guy. The
the scene where
mother
his
son
mother
bonding
is
time.
yeah, I was trying to think of a delicate way to put it. Yeah, mother-son bonding time, that's a good one.
Like
That
it
movie had my jaw on the floor from start to finish. It was so good,
exactly, and I
and
like it when movies do that. It doesn't happen often. Like with some of the shit I've
I
watched.
really liked, the final girl. I forget her name.
Yeah, yeah, she was really good.
I really liked her despite her intense stupidity. Like,
Yeah,
who goes to a guy's house for a first date? And then, I'm sorry, like, if his mother opens the door, I'm out. I don't even mind if you live with your mother, but if you have a date coming over, why are you letting your raggedy
yeah,
ass mother open the door?
yeah. You've got to answer the door for yourself, bro.
I mean,
But I guess that's explained. Still, she should have gotten out of there. That woman was weird from the start.
for the purposes of the movie, she has to be stupid. But before she even put one foot inside that house, there were at least 5 fucking red flags.
Felt bad for her sister.
That
She got a
girl,
rough deal.
I feel bad for the sister, I feel bad for the friend, I even feel bad for Henry. That was probably the one thing that disappointed me about the movie was the ending. Henry being, I don't wanna say a villain, because he's definitely a victim, but I guess him being in on everything.
Yeah, he's a collaborator.
Because it did look at one point in the movie like, she was gonna escape and be the final girl and take her little crippled soulmate with her. Now
I
I
could
see
get
why it's
behind
in
that.
your top 5.
I was gonna
It's a
say
relatable story to you.
exactly right.
Representation matters. That is a really interesting pick. I never would have guessed that on your top 5, but
I
I'll take
contain
it.
multitudes. What can I say?
I can't fight you on that one. I really enjoyed it.
I'm very complex, very deep.
Okay, what's next? Number 3.
The Ugly Stepsister, which we watched together, and I remember at the start, like it started out really slow, and we were kind of worried. But the longer this goes, the crazier it gets, the more wince-inducing it gets. Like there's some gore in this movie that like actually makes me sort of, ugh, especially with the feet and the worm.
It's slow burn at the beginning, but then once it starts to take off, it's batshit crazy.
She wants to be with a douchebag prince. Yeah, I love this movie. And another great thing about this movie, it's Scandinavian, which means that it calls you a slut at the end. Every time I watch a Scandinavian horror movie, it just catches me off guard right at the end when the movie just calls you a slut. Fair. Harsh but fair. They got our number.
That brings us to number 2.
Sinners. Just great, great movie.
What can you say about a movie that is perfect?
What can we say, Marianne? As vampire movies go, it's probably the best that I've seen. Maybe that's a hot take with all the vampire movies we have had.
It-
It's had some like negative comparisons to From Dusk Till Dawn, but I don't agree with those.
My favorite vampire movie is The
Shocking.
Lost Boys.
It is that tracks.
I put Sinners on the same tier, but I can't say one is better because they're so different. Sinners has some very deep themes, whereas The Lost Boys is quintessential 80s fun.
Haley Steinfeld as a vampire. Damn.
The cast, perfect. The music is chef's kiss. The cinematography, the story, the whole thing.
It
And
reminds me of that video of that really annoying woman who does movie videos where she's like, best cinematography, best screenplay, best acting, best directing. That's kind of how I feel about Sinners. It's one of the 2 perfect movies that came out this year.
there's
People will know.
nothing bad to say about Sinners.
No, this is so well made. It's actually crazy. And maybe has my favorite character of the year. You might not
Well,
agree because of who your top film is going to be, but I loved Annie. We stan Annie in this house.
kudos to Ryan Coogler for injecting this cinematic masterpiece with just a little bit of filth,
Oh, this spit in mouth stuff.
right? And then that iconic line that I don't even think I can say.
You got this.
Oh, I'm supposed to say it?
Go for it.
But then you stuck your tongue in my coos and fucked me so hard I thought you changed your mind.
Ooh la la.
That is fucking poetry.
Best screenplay. And if you haven't watched it, what are you doing with your life, really? Go watch it. It's a banger.
That brings us to your number one.
Drum roll, please.
I'm not doing a drum roll,
I said it a couple of times already.
right?
It's The Long Walk, the long-awaited Stephen King adaptation of the book that we both love, which to me gets everything right. It changes a couple of things, but I don't really care about that. It's such a great movie, and again, great acting is what really carries it.
You cared the first time you watched it.
I did. I was
The
sort of
first time
picky
you
about it.
watched it, you were really bothered by a few of the changes. But ultimately, there were things in the book that were not doable on the big screen.
Yeah. I was certainly picky at first about the ending, but on
I fixed
rewatch
you.
it worked just fine. Yeah, you fixed me. I mean, I'm a work in progress still, but like
They changed the ending to the
you
book.
made repairs.
David Johnson's character
Yeah, you didn't
dies
want to
in the
see that
book.
on screen, did you?
No, I would have. Listen, this movie made me cry. An emotional fucking journey. If you would have capped off that sad, bleak ass movie by killing off David Johnson's character, I would have been inconsolable.
Would have been too much. Like, he has such a sad face as well when he's acting.
He does.
It's like shooting a puppy at the end of that movie if he'd died.
That is a perfect analogy right there. I couldn't have put it better. It is like shooting a puppy, a golden retriever puppy,
Yeah.
which is somehow worse. I don't know why. It would be like shooting Indy at the end of Good Boy.
Oh God, no. I was so anxious throughout that movie just because of Indy. The main strength of this movie is that it makes you care about all these characters that are on this walk together. Judy Greer is great. She's not in the movie much, but she makes the most of it. It wasn't originally my number one, but then I rewatched it, and like you say, you fixed me. I saw the light, and the whole movie's great. 5 stars for me.
When I saw this in theaters,
4 times.
I was 4 or 5. I saw it quite a few times, but the first time I went, the first thing you think, well, what happens when you have to poop? I feel like that's a logical question.
And this
And
movie
what I
answers
love
that
about this
question.
movie is exactly that. This movie answers that question when a young man. I like want to applaud whoever decided to keep this in the movie. I don't know if it was the studio or Francis Lawrence but thank you to whoever greenlit a movie where some kid squat to take a shit and gets instantly shot as he's shitting all over the road.
Hey, that's cinema. And that's my number one movie of the year. You summed it up nicely. That's my top 5. And now it's time. Now you're on top. What's your number 5?
So 5 for me is The Ugly Stepsister. For all of the things you said before, the effects, the slow burn at the beginning that leads to second and third act, which are just completely fucking bonkers.
Absolutely.
And then to be called a slut at the end.
That's just the cherry on top.
Yeah, more horror movies need to talk dirty to me. This was a sleeper hit for me. As I've said before, I have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to like and what I'm not. And I remember when we watched this, I went in thinking this is not going to be for me.
Yeah.
So this one was a very pleasant surprise. Number 5 on my top 5 of 2025. And before
love
I
to
go
see
any
it.
further on this list, I have to say I have less interest in giving my time of day to movies that don't excite me.
Yeah. It's understandable. Most movies are like 2 hours plus these days as well, so it's a time sink too.
Sometimes I get to it just later.
Yeah.
I'm always going for my favorite movies versus my watch list. I don't want to feel like it's a job. And the second I start setting goals for like how many do I need to watch in a day or a week or a month, or I have to watch every single one that comes out this year, that's when it gets to be less fun. So my top 5 might not be, well, not even might not be. My top 5 is definitely not an authentic top 5 because I haven't seen every horror movie that came out this year. But
She's a
these are
phony.
I am, maybe. No, but these are my top 5 of everything that I've seen. And anybody who follows me on Letterboxd,
I
and
do.
we will link both of our Letterboxd accounts in the comments when we post this episode. But anybody who follows me on Letterboxd, I don't log everything that I watch. I'm a terrible letterboxer. I don't know if
The
there's
Boxster.
yeah, I don't know, but I'm terrible at keeping up with it. So in preparing for this episode, I went to my letterbox list of every 2025 movie that I've watched, and there's 16 on my list. Now, not because I've only watched 16 movies this year, but because I haven't logged the other maybe 50 movies, 25 to 50 movies that I watched, new movies. I don't even like doing ranked of the year because it's hard to keep up with. And then when you add it, you have to figure out where your movie goes in the list. And like, see, I'm tired just thinking about it.
Yeah, I don't really do rank lists myself. Like you say, it's too much to keep up with. So
It
I
is.
just post the list, sort by rating, and leave it at that.
That's actually a really good way to do it. If you want to log
I mean, I'm on the
everything, go
spectrum,
ahead.
so
I I have gotten, and I was probably better with Letterbox last year. I've gotten lazy this year,
I didn't want to say anything.
and I want to get back to being more vigilant about it. So, anybody who wants to come at me for my list,
Get
it's
her.
a bit of a fraudulent list.
What's your number 4?
This is where like I'm scared. All right, my number 4 is Hard Eyes.
Hey, we both have heart eyes.
I'm just gonna say respectfully, fuck the haters.
We're really caught in controversy this week.
If any of the haters are listening, we love you, but we
Yeah.
loved this movie.
Thanks for listening. They just turned the podcast off. Fuck these guys.
I think there's some movies that we rank higher just like because of a certain actor or actress. You're going to be hard pressed to find a movie with Devon Sawa in it that I don't like.
Yeah, like Idle Hands is one of your all-time favorites, right?
Now, I go further back than Idle Hands with him though.
Casper.
Casper was, I want to say, the first time I ever saw him in anything. I'm pretty sure.
They teamed him up with Jordana Brewster, which is also great for us as TCM fans. So he's a big selling point of Heart Eyes for you.
He's the selling point in anything. The way I wet my pants when I heard he was going to be part of the Chucky universe. I love Idle Hands. I love Black Friday. He did another one last year. I think it was called Hunter.
Hunter. Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
And that had some good gore in it as well.
Yeah, he's going to be a part of the Return of the Living Dead remake, which I'm excited about.
Please be good.
Yeah.
Like the best zombie movie ever getting remade.
I'm scared. I need it to be good. One thing that is non-negotiable, I want to see a naked chick dancing on a fucking grave. Boobs are as essential to the story as Tarman. Anyways, I'm very excited. Cause yeah, I like everything he's in.
Probably up there for me. I really liked it. Like you, I don't really care about the haters.
The kills were good. There was some questionable effects, but it is what it is.
That's modern horror for you though. Like CG is always questionable, really.
Kind of like a Hallmark movie, but make it horror. And I thought it was cute. I don't see many people talking about The Mask. I really love the killer's mask.
Yeah, I liked it too.
That's my number 4.
I approve. I'm one of 10 people in the world that approves.
I'm so glad I was on the edge of my seat there.
How about number 3?
I don't know if this is going to be controversial or not.
Oh, sounds like it's going to be controversial.
My number 3 movie of 2025 is Silent Night, Deadly Night.
I knew this was coming. You do love a bad Santa.
I loved this fucking movie. And despite like a couple of missteps that I can forgive, 5 stars.
5 stars.
One of the better remakes. It ranks up there. Those of you who know me, y'all know how much I love the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, 2003.
Yeah.
It's my favorite remake. I prefer it over the original. The vibes are just immaculate for me. This one ranks up there with that.
Oh, it really is high praise.
Ruby Modine and Rohan Campbell just have amazing chemistry.
Yeah, it's a great deal. He's very well cast in this movie, I think.
He is. And the soundtrack and the ending and that scene, that fucking
The
Nazi slaughter.
Hell yeah.
Which seemed to piss a lot of people off on the internet. I thought it was perfect. I thought,
yeah, imagine getting out of that. I mean, it was silly, but like whatever.
it was fun.
It's killing Nazis. Santa killing Nazis. Does it have to be serious? And she did have Stormtrooper aim with her gun. Like, she killed half of the Nazis there. Forget Rohan Campbell. He was a spectator for a minute. But yeah, I liked it too. It didn't quite make my top 5, but It's probably in the top 10.
Like, I have a soft spot for the original. It's one of my favorite Christmas horror movies, and
That's good.
I knew I was gonna enjoy this one going in, but it definitely surpassed my expectations in a lot of ways.
Me
The only
too.
thing that I have to say about this movie that is even remotely negative is fuck whoever makes the popcorn buckets and decides that you're not gonna sell them in Canada.
Oh, okay.
Whoever's in charge of that, fuck you, 'cause I
Yeah.
wanted that goddamn cookie tin / sewing kits, and
Yeah, we
that's the
don't get
only
the
thing.
special popcorn buckets over here in the UK either. It's like strictly American thing, I guess.
I wouldn't mind it if I could order them online. You know what? I'll pay fucking $50 shipping to Canada, and I'll pay your fucking tariffs at the post office, but they don't ship to Canada. And I've already called on more than one American friend to secure things for me. I'm turning people into traffickers.
Is that the Marianne signal I see in the sky?
It's a disappointment. You've got fans all across the world. It's not just Americans that buy movie tickets. Oh,
Yeah, when I watched it, I thought it was the best entry in the series since the original. I got a whole bunch of people telling me that that's not high praise, which I guess it isn't.
listen,
Still true. It's
the
a good
first
movie.
one is
It's sleazy. It's a nice
it's
sleazy slasher.
some people hate fun. Watching Rohan Campbell on screen for like 90 minutes, just repeatedly and angrily going naughty like 10 to 20 times. That ticks an extra box for
Yeah, I
me.
can imagine.
So this movie was really a gift, and it's my number 3.
Fear I know where this is headed, but I'll ask anyway. What's your number 2?
Well, this is where things get repetitive. My number 2 is Sinners.
Never heard of
And
it.
and like I said earlier, like I don't really have anything to say about the movie. It's just perfection. It has a long runtime.
How long is it? I know it's over 2 hours, of course, but
And,
is it pushing 3 hours maybe?
it's 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Okay. So yeah,
So
it's an investment, but it doesn't feel long. I think that's what she said.
I'm sure she did.
Wow.
It doesn't
Roast me too
feel
bad.
No, I won't. It doesn't feel
Drawn out, maybe?
if you're gonna give me a long movie, give me something. The highest compliment that I could give your movie is like, it didn't feel long at all. That's how I
Yeah,
feel about Sinners.
I mean, as long as it's substantial, it's not really a problem. And I feel like this movie is with the themes, with the characters,
Well, that's
just
it,
how good it
exactly.
looks.
I mean, I can't think of a better word than the one you just used, substantial. Like everything
I'm a
about this
wordsmith.
movie.
What can I say?
Yeah, you are sometimes.
We invented the language, so.
You bastardized it a little bit.
Okay.
You know, tomato, oregano,
What was the
basil.
recent one where I said clementine and you were like,
Oh,
what's a clementine?
yeah, what the fuck is a clementine, you weirdo?
Okay, clementine then.
Clementine.
I don't know.
You should know. You invented the language.
I'm not a linguist, though. Sometimes I just read words wrong.
You just called yourself a wordsmith. You're just contradicting yourself all over the place.
I'm just inconsistent
Oh.
mess.
It's substantial is like a perfect word. Everything about it is good from start to finish. There's not one scene that feels superfluous. No notes.
What's your number 1? And this is where I'm going to act really surprised.
The Long Walk
I guess I can't act surprised then.
is my favorite movie of 2025.
And it was your favorite from the moment you watched it. You didn't change your ways like I did. It was always number 1.
It was always number 1. It was always 5 stars.
How many times did you go to watch this?
I think 5 in the theaters, and
Yeah.
I've watched it like 3 or 4 times since it's hit digital.
Damn.
But
Crazy work.
yeah, but see, I haven't logged them every time. See, this is what I mean. I'm terrible. I need to start logging more religiously so that my numbers are accurate. Y'all can see how pathetic I am in real
Yeah.
time.
And people can direct their hate towards you instead of me.
The Long Walk is perfect, and I love David Johnson. You put him in any movie and like automatic 2 stars.
It's that serious.
He's so
He's,
good.
he's a great actor.
You called him a generational talent, and
I did.
there's no better way to describe him. I'm trying to think of another actor, like past or present, and I can't even think of one. I'm gonna say David Johnson is who Timothy Chalamet wishes he was.
Now we are in trouble.
Timothy Chalamet is out here like begging for Oscars, talking about how his work is so good. Oh my God.
I know,
You
right?
know he loves the smell of his own farts.
You like that one movie he was in, though? Was it Bones and All?
Bones
He was
and
in that,
all.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
wouldn't
like
know.
that
I haven't watched
movie.
his movies, but
His new movie, Marty Supreme, I have 0 interest in seeing, but he's been promoting it, and he's been really fucking insufferable. So
yeah,
thank you to
I
Ariana
commented on it a
Grande
couple of times.
and Cynthia Erivo for starting this new trend of fucking insufferable press tours. I can't fucking stand it.
Should we run through our bottom 5? This might not be as in-depth because we don't wanna dwell too much on movies that we think suck.
I guess.
For just this week, we'll talk about some shitty movies.
So what are your bottom 5?
Let's get controversial straight away.
Oh god.
I hated Black Phone too. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I know you want the Grabber to be a horror icon, but like, if he's gonna come back as like a demonic version of himself, he should at least kill one person. I don't know. Like, guy comes back as some like budget version of Freddy Krueger and gives people a clip show, and then gets bullied. That's about it. There's some good cinematography. Fair enough. Boring movie, and I know you
Yeah.
didn't like it either. I don't know if it's on your bottom 5, but it's it opens up mine, and people have been mad. But yeah, I didn't like this movie at all. I'm not on board.
I agree.
And people talk about they want a prequel to explain his origins. I don't know, guys. Prequel to explain the origins of a paedophilic serial killer. Not for me. Like, there's only one origin story that this guy has. I don't want to see it. You'd have to just retcon everything. I mean, there's some retconning in this movie anyway, but like, you'd really have to like retcon it, and it'd just be pointless. And if they didn't retcon it, well, I don't want to watch that either.
So I'd never seen the first one, which I watched before I
Ye-
saw the second one. It's not for me.
I like
I
the
don't see
first
the
one.
vision. No, but again, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It's just it didn't pull me in and make
Yeah,
me want more.
but yeah, that's my 5th worst movie. 4th is a movie that probably no one's heard of but me, but I included it anyway because it's terrible. The Black Eyed Children, a movie based on like a cryptid, like group of kids that I don't know go around bothering people at night. I guess.
I haven't even heard of that movie. So The
Yeah,
Curse of the Black-Eyed Children.
it's just the Black Eyed Children.
Sorry, The Black-Eyed Children. All right.
You're making it sound more interesting than it is. I'm pretty sure it uses AI as well, which I'm not a fan of course, but
No.
just like a really boring, tedious horror movie, which I've watched a lot of. This was probably the worst of that variety that I saw this year.
Let me
No,
guess.
I'll watch
Tubi?
anything.
Yes, we know
Um,
that.
it might have been Tubi. It certainly would fit in well on Tubi. I can't remember where where I watched it, but I probably could have watched something better.
All right. Well, not putting that on my watch list anytime soon.
I haven't sold it for you. Okay.
Nope. What's your number 3?
A movie I don't think that you have seen. I think you might have even said that you refused to see it. I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up. But
Mm.
it's a video game adaptation that is not a video game adaptation.
What?
Until Dawn.
Oh, yeah.
People say this movie is fun. I didn't have fun with this. I was annoyed. Like, I love the video game. I didn't love this. And you haven't seen this, right? I know you've played the
No,
game.
I have not. I have not played the game either. So to me, this kind of falls in the.
You haven't played the game?
I haven't. I know. I
Oh,
get a lot of flack for that
it's really good.
when I tell people that. But it falls into the Five Nights at Freddy's category for me. I never played the game, so any adaptations aren't going to excite me.
Yeah.
Like the built-in fan base that these properties have, I'm not a part of it.
Like, I mean, I love Odessa A'zion. She's a good actress. She deserves better than this. But the video game is like this really cool wintry slasher kind of vibe that has Wendigos in it also. And it's so good. People clamored for years to get an adaptation, and we finally get it. And first of all, they hired David F. Sandberg to direct it, which I don't know why we would do that. And then he gets it in his head that he actually has a better idea than the video game, and it becomes this stupid time loop crap that nothing that happens in this movie matters until the last 20 minutes.
I didn't,
Tedious.
because I didn't play the video game, I have to ask you, does it follow the video game at all?
It does not follow the video game at all. It's a completely different plot. The video game is about a group of friends trying to survive until dawn while they've got Wendigos attacking them. There's maybe a serial killer as well.
Okay.
Not to spoil anything, but maybe. And it has Larry Fessenden in it, by the way.
Are you serious?
It does. The video game does, yeah.
The video game, okay.
He co-writes it. But
Larry Fessenden mentioned.
Whereas this the movie version, it's basically a time loop kind of thing where each reset is a different horror scenario that the characters are facing. So like
Okay.
at one point it's
Hmm.
Wendigos, another point it's water that makes them explode or some shit. And
Okay.
the characters are really terrible. The movie's boring. David F. Sandberg has a cameo on a missing poster at one point, and all I could think was if only. But yeah, he ruined Until Dawn and one of the worst movies of the year. Maybe
Tell
I'm
me how
being
you tell me
generous.
how you
But
really feel.
I know, right? Like, just I'm livid. No, it's a bad movie.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, to be fair, it's a movie I knew I wasn't gonna like, but I watched it anyway.
Well, I can understand that especially if you're a fan of the game, if you played the
Yeah,
game.
I mean, I was hopeful. The game had Hayden Panettiere as well, and this movie doesn't have her. I saw it in -1, and the game has such good characters, but this movie doesn't. I'll move on.
And I was gonna say, in an effort to curb your negativity, what's next? What's your
What's
number
next
2?
on my negative list?
Curb the negativity about Until Dawn at least.
Um,
What's number 2?
825 Forest Road. Let's see. I think a Shudder original. Yeah, it's a Shudder movie, but it's not one of the good ones.
I gotta
Again,
check that
it's
out.
one of those movies. You don't have to check it out really. It's very boring. And like, you know how in like horror short films they always seem to have this same monster. It's just really this bad CG monster is always the villain that pops out at the end. This movie is basically that. It's just stretched to feature length.
Oh.
Like, look out for that scary woman that moves when the camera's not on her. You know, it's that kind of crap. It's just like a haunted house movie that doesn't do anything new or interesting. And I think it was directed by the same guy that did the Hell House movies. So
Oh,
his
Stephen
strike,
Cognetti.
yeah, his strike rate's not very good.
Listen, I like half of the Hell House movies.
I like two of them. I like the first one and not the most recent one, but the one before, because I know they just came out of a new
Wait,
one.
okay, I haven't seen Lineage yet,
Yeah, the one before
but
that
of
I
the first
liked.
4, I liked 1, I liked 2 a little less,
Yeah,
and I really liked Origins. The only one I really didn't like at all was 3.
yeah. Or this movie though, it's not creepy. It's just dull.
No. Well,
Do
that
something else,
sucks.
bro.
That brings us to your number 1. What is your least favorite movie of the year?
Probably the worst mainstream horror movie I've ever watched. The Strangers Chapter 2.
Jesus.
0 stars.
Alright, moving on.
0 stars. I cannot cope with this movie. Rennie Harlan, please stop.
Well, I have to say I'm surprised. There's a glaring omission from your bottom 5
There
that
is, but
I thought I was gonna see, and I didn't, and
really,
I'm very surprised.
I've shocked you. I've stunned you. Like, I've
But
watched
it's
a lot of bad
okay.
movies.
I've got the haters covered because it's in my bottom 5.
Nice, but yeah, Strangers Chapter 2. I didn't like the first one. This one. Have you watched it yet?
I haven't. See, like, I've been slacking so much. I
I'd be
didn't
interested to see if you defend this one like you defended the first one.
There's pros and there's cons to what they did with the first one. I really love the original, and I don't mind a remake. Or what I don't understand is the urge to take that first movie and turn it into a trilogy.
Yeah,
This story takes place over the course of one night. I don't know
yeah,
how the trilogy is gonna pan out. I loved the tension in the first one. It didn't capture the tension of the original, but I liked where they were going. There was some stupid stuff, namely her boyfriend pointing a loaded gun at one of them and not pulling the fucking trigger.
yeah. Like, those were two characters that wanted to die in that first movie. There's
Eh,
no other explanation. They could have gotten away. I mean,
What
she
I've heard
tries
about
to get
this
away in this movie at least, but
Yeah,
not very
and
well.
what I've heard about the second one is that it basically feels like one long chase scene, and that kind of piqued my interest. I've heard a lot of negative things, not a lot of people liked it, which pretty much feels on par with the first one,
Yeah,
but I gotta check it out. Bottom
yeah,
line, I'm not entirely surprised that it's your number 1. I'm just surprised that a particular movie didn't make it into your top 5,
yeah. I
but
mean, it's not really one long chase scene. It's like a series of increasingly nonsensical chase scenes that don't really go together, and it's interrupted by an origin story for one of the killers that is incredibly bad. And apparently, they reshot the footage, like the flashback footage, where it shows one or two or three of the strangers, in fact, as kids. It's unbelievable that this got into the finished film. The flashback scenes are so bad. I'm still in disbelief. And I don't like Madeline Petch in this movie, sorry. But yeah, one of the worst horror movies ever. How about you?
All right.
What your 5?
Wow. We will revisit the Strangers Chapter 2 conversation once I've seen it. I need to
Oh
get on
god.
it. It is on my list.
You'll like it more than me, no doubt about
I'm
that.
sure. I will also add Richard Brake. I did hear that he does get more screen time as the trilogy progresses. So I don't know if that's coming more in Chapter 3, but very excited for more Richard Brake. Always excited for Richard Brake.
Okay. Yeah, I like Richard Brake.
My least favorite of 2025. My number 5 is the same as yours, Black Phone 2. The awful scenes by the phone booth in front of probably the worst green screen I've ever seen in my life for such like a big budget movie with the CGI fake snow and the lake that just looks awful. And yeah, the grabber doesn't do anything for me. I'm not moved.
Yeah, like most of the movies, like flashbacks to what he did when he was just a regular old human,
Well, that's it.
and he was more effective.
And in the sequel, his sister is harassing him for smoking a little bit of weed in the aftermath of the events of the first movie. That's how he's coping. He's medicating. He's self-medicating. And his sister is being an absolute pain in the ass about it. I can't deal with her.
She's so shrill.
She's so annoying and yeah, not I did not enjoy
Makes two of us.
at all.
Number 4?
Number 4 is a fucking dumpster fire of a movie,
Okay. You're
and
really selling it.
That's Wolfman.
Yeah, this
Oh.
may have been close to my own list.
I like, it really annoys me when such a garbage movie is made by somebody who's proven themselves before.
Yeah, not just with Saw, but The Invisible Man. Like, he went
Yep.
from one Universal remake to another. You'd expect it to be a home run, but this wasn't.
The wolf was just the design was awful.
Remember when it got revealed earlier and people were like, "No, it's not gonna be the finished product. It's just like
Oh,
concept art or something." And then it was.
you know how, like, some actors, like I was saying earlier, you add a star or 2 just because you like them. There's actors that you'll deduct stars for because you really don't.
Okay, this is where we really get controversial, I fear.
I don't like Julia Garner. I do not.
I liked her in Weapons, but, I didn't like her character in Weapons, but I
I
liked her
was just gonna
performance.
say I hate her character in Weapons so much. The scenes where she convinces her alcoholic but now sober ex-boyfriend to drink, which
So
then
she can
leads
sleep with him,
to them having sex.
which she then lies about to his fiancée. Is this the one that you were surprised wasn't in my bottom 5?
No,
Oh, okay. That's still to come.
still to come,
What's
and I
number
have a
3?
lot of negative thoughts to share about it, but not yet. My number 3 is Death of a Unicorn.
Yeah,
Dookie.
I remember you didn't like this. I thought it was, like, mediocre.
When Paul Rudd can't save your movie, because that guy is I find him genuinely funny. He just makes every movie he's in better. I really enjoy him. My love affair with Paul Rudd goes way back.
Halloween 6 for me.
I love him, and he could not save this movie.
Yeah,
Even when I was really kind of hoping it would be interesting.
but I guess it wasn't.
Well, you saw it.
I did. I think did we watch that one together? I think so.
We did.
Jenna Ortega couldn't save it, yeah.
Jenna Ortega was just okay. Paul Rudd was completely unfunny.
Her character was a bit of a brat in that movie as well.
Yeah, there's like some underlying tension between her and her dad, who is played by Paul Rudd. The highlight for me, and he's like, I'm really starting to enjoy him more and more, is Will Poulter.
A browse.
He of the famous meme from We're the Millers.
You guys getting paid?
Yeah.
Your favorite Emma Roberts movie? At least that's what you told me.
Scream 4 would be up there too, but yeah,
Yeah.
We're the Millers was such a good fucking movie.
Movie.
He's the highlight of Death of a Unicorn,
Plays a great douchebag.
but unfortunately, he doesn't get enough screen time, so it's not enough to kind of make up for all the other failings. The CGI, the story, the writing.
Yeah, the story's kind of weird. It's kind of like it wants to be Ready or Not, but with a unicorn.
Yeah,
Doesn't work.
the gore left me wanting the gore was underwhelming, the effects were questionable, just yeah. I couldn't really get into it, so
What's next?
next is the movie that
Oh,
it's not
maybe
in
I've
your
missed
bottom
it.
I'm not in your bottom 5. I'm not, Jesus. It's not in
Aren't
your
you?
it's not
Aren't
in your
you?
bottom. Shut up. You're my bottom 1, shut up.
Fuck.
No,
Oh, I know what it is. Go ahead.
it was easily one of my most anticipated movies of 2025. And what a crash and fucking burn. And that
Dun dun
is
dun.
Final Destination Bloodlines. Garbage fucking movie.
Yeah. This is another hot take from you this week.
It's not a hot take. You hated it too. You absolutely.
It's a hot
What?
take in general. It's not a hot
Yes.
take between me and you. I agree. This movie sucked. I like the disaster scene. I like Tony Todd's cameo, RIP. But yeah, everything else wasn't for me. I know it wasn't for you because you hated it even more than me.
The disaster scene had some questionable effects.
Yeah, all the characters in this movie are made of jelly. If you haven't seen it, something hits them and they just explode. It's like that one scene in Halloween Kills where the guy jumps out the window and like just splatters. That's
Oh my
every
God.
character in this movie.
So, as the title suggests, Bloodlines, the descendants of the survivor from the opening scene, they're being picked off one by one. And I liked the disaster scene. I liked that little fucking kid with his pennies getting crushed by a piano. That
Yeah,
was the highlight of the movie.
I agree. I did cackle when that happened.
And in the opening scene, you do see a little boy. Right away, I knew it was William Bloodworth.
Yeah,
And he's a survivor himself. The girl who survived that original disaster saved him. Yeah, his scenes in the movie, man, they hurt
they do.
because it wasn't scripted. The director told him to just go off the cuff, and he did. And he's talking about how you got to live every day because you don't know how much time you have left. He died not too long after filming this movie.
Yeah,
And I don't want to talk too much about it because this kind of makes the whole thing even sadder for me. He was so skinny. Like, he was never a big dude, but he had meat on his bones.
yeah. The comparison between like the first Final Destination movie and how he looked in this,
Yeah.
it's very sad to see.
I don't want to harp on how he looked because it's not to criticize. It's just something that adds to the sadness of the scene is knowing what he was going through. So his scene really hurts. And then I mean, there's a few interesting kills, but the execution really failed. Like the girl who gets crushed in the garbage truck. That could have been really good if they had not used a prosthetic that looked like the head of a blow up doll.
Yeah, and like when her arm gets ripped off and like there's that like, stringy bit of plastic.
Yeah.
It's very distracting.
And the tension build that they do so well in the other movies. I didn't feel that in Bloodlines.
Yeah, it's just not the same vibe.
And it's so much more disappointing somehow. I don't know how this works. This is like movie math.
Okay,
Or maybe it's girl math. I don't know. No, I think it's just movie math.
maybe it's movie girl math.
Movie girl math. There you go. I feel like it's so much more disappointing when you dislike a movie that you were really looking forward to.
Yeah, yeah,
One that you thought you were going to enjoy. I had such high hopes.
yeah. I really
And
thought I was gonna like this, but just didn't. I got flack for it, but so be it.
it's worth pointing out that our protagonists, I can't even call them final girl and final boy because they die. Thank God, by the way. But they're insufferable, especially the sister, who's literally she's texting her cousin, "Did it get you yet?"
Yeah, right after his dad just died.
And
Just
she's traumatizing the entire family, screaming at them after they've lost their father and her aunt has lost her husband. And she's just screaming at all of them about how they're next. Like, she's really the worst.
can't you go next? Fuck.
But that was the happy ending of the movie for me, was that her and her brother get killed. And there were some nice callbacks. So at the end, they get killed by logs. Unfortunately, the CGI job they did for that was just awful. That could have been a really nice scene.
Yeah, they just like disintegrate.
I can count on maybe like one hand the things that I like, and everything else is just, it was such a letdown for me.
Yeah, I didn't think it was fun either. The other movies, they're kind of fun in a twisted way, but this one, you just like watching a family get killed off one by
I
one.
was going to
It's like,
say,
where's the levity?
this poor woman who loses her husband and her 3 children, and then she survives because she's not blood related. So she's alone. Her entire family is gone. And the same can be said about her brother-in-law. He's alone. His 2 kids are dead. His ex-wife is dead. It's so dark. I get it. It's called Bloodlines.
Okay, so what's the worst movie of the year for you?
This is another one I'm kind of surprised you didn't mention,
Oh,
but
okay,
maybe you liked it. And if you did, I guess it's time to find a new podcast co-host. But
damn.
my most hated movie of 2025 is Megan 2.0.
I haven't watched it, so for now I'm safe.
You need to watch it, and I'm not watching it with you because I did it once, and that's a never watch again.
Really?
I wasn't the biggest fan of the first one. I feel like the design for Megan, it looks like Tiffany Valentine. I feel like there was a lot of similarities. The doll itself, like the facial features. I felt like it was a bit of a ripoff in that sense. The story obviously is different, but I didn't hate the first one.
Yeah.
I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. It was fun. Megan was cunty. It's always fun to hate on Allison Williams. She doesn't want to be present for her niece who's lost her mother, so she gets her doll instead. She's despicable in every horror movie she's in, I swear to God.
If she's good at it, why not?
Right? But
How is she Megan 2.0?
better in terms of her relationship with I don't even remember the kid's name.
Don't matter.
No. Cassie? I don't
This
know.
is it's like an action movie more than a horror movie, right?
Listen, it's like sci-fi, it's action, it doesn't know what it wants to be. Megan is now fighting with the good guys, like, but not really. It is all over the place. It's a movie that has absolutely no identity. And you can feel it like throughout the movie. It's struggling to find an identity within horror, within action, within sci-fi. It's just the most unnecessary fucking sequel. The first one could have stood alone. The pivot was not a good idea. Like the pivot to whatever this was.
I haven't been in a rush to see it, which, considering I like the first movie, just knowing what I've seen from trailers, it doesn't look as good to be. And I guess
And
you're just confirming that by calling it the worst movie of the year, at least horror movie.
one of our most loyal listeners is going to be very hurt
Yes.
by me putting Megan 2.0 at number 1. And just know, you know who you are.
There's still hope for me, bro.
You're valid in your feelings. One thing I guess this movie has going for it is it's very campy. So if you're into campy movies, I can see the appeal. This
I
was
agree.
just it was an assault on my ears, my eyes, all my senses really.
You're really selling it.
There were a lot of movies I did not love this year. I kind of feel like this year has fallen flat. For me, I know that's like an unpopular opinion. There's been so much mediocrity.
Maybe I should watch Megan 2.0 now, just to like see how I feel about it now that you've named it as the worst movie.
You should, absolutely. And I need to watch Strangers Part 2.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's gonna go better for you than it will for me, because you're predisposed to like the Rennie Harlan Strangers movies.
I like Rennie Harlan. He directed one of my favorite action movies of all time, Die Hard 2. Which is, like, so random. He's got a lot of great movies under his belt, but Die Hard 2 is always the thing that I fall back on. And when I heard that he was doing this, I was intrigued and, yeah, I ended up being a little disappointed. I don't know. Maybe he's building up to something in part 3. I mean, I hope, but
That certainly is a hope.
I gotta watch part 2, and you gotta watch Megan part 2.
Or maybe 2026 will be better. Who knows?
Maybe that's why I haven't been watching as many movies. Maybe I've just felt very let down this year. I've been burned.
Who hurt you? It was Jason Blum. He hurt me.
I'm not discounting the many movies that I watched this year that I did like, because there were a lot of them, and I wish, top 5 doesn't really cover very many, because the list is long. I'm hoping for more movies that I like in 2026.
What a lovely thought.
On that note, what is your most anticipated horror movie of 2026? I mean, thus far, obviously.
Maybe Ready or Not 2?
Yeah?
Yeah, that's a sequel, but I like the first one. Again, Sarah Michelle Gellar in the sequel as a villain. I think could be fun.
I am predicting that I will end 2026 with Ready or Not 2 in my top 3.
Here's hoping.
Definitely. So my most anticipated, I'm tied right now. Ready or Not 2 and Send Help, the Sam Raimi movie that's coming out later this month. Both really excited, and I think both of them are gonna be in my top 3 come the end of the year. I'm sure there's other stuff out there that will surprise me, but I mean, come on. Rachel McAdams on a desert island, directed by Sam Raimi, written by the guys who gave me the Friday reboot.
Yeah, that does sound right up your alley.
It does, right?
Yeah, I look forward to that one too.
Really?
It looks fun.
That trailer got me very excited, and Sarah Michelle Gellar, I was hoping we had this conversation. I was really hoping she was gonna play a villain, and she is playing a villain, and just judging by the trailer, it looks like she's having so much fun with it, and that's exactly what I wanted. So,
Also, Scary Movie 6. Maybe an unserious pick. I'm interested in seeing what happens there.
I need to get better at ranking in 2020. Those are that's my New Year's resolution, to get better with Letterboxd, and
It's an important goal. I
at least
don't
then
even know what mine is.
I can know what I'm talking about at the end of the year.
Yeah.
I feel like like
You did pretty
2025
well.
feels like my fraudulent year a little bit.
I mean, you agreed with me a lot this week, so that's always a good sign.
I feel like we agree more on the things that we do like than the things that we don't.
Yeah, our bottom 5 is very different.
But I mean,
I think you've only seen one of my bottom 5, so
you watch more movies than me, a
thank
lot
you.
more movies, and it's not a compliment, it's just a
Oh.
fact. Calm down.
I won't
So
talk about Strangers Chapter 2 anymore, I promise.
that's a lie.
Damn.
You will.
Maybe. Hey, we've got Chapter 3 incoming as Marianne dies. And that's our best and worst horror movies of 2025 done. Now it's on to the new year.
New year, new movies.
What does that mean, Marianne?
What that means, dear listeners, is that we will see you next Tuesday.
Goddamn right.